Hey guys! Welcome to another episode of Angel Explores Reacts, this time for Heartstopper Season 3. I am Angel Lee and this is my niece Laura and of course my cousin Chloe. Okay, medyo ano yun the last episode was very heavy and also it's so hard to even not be taken, alam mo yun, hindi ka maiyak. Kasi, lalo na yung doon sa dulo, just watching Tori doon sa stairs, just helpless, listening. And, you know that Charlie is taking steps and there's progress. Pero, syempre, hearing the situation, kasi syempre, iba yung yung meron kang, alam mo yun, naiisip na ito siguro yung issue niya, ganyan. And then, actually hearing that this is what's happening, mahirap din yun eh, especially kapatid siya. And, di ba, nakita mo yung di ba meron siya na, ang best friend daw niya yung kapatid niya. So, tapos sabi nung, parang that's sad. Pero, yeah, so, I'm really glad that Charlie is taking a big step. And also, they celebrated Nick's birthday. It was very happy, but also, well, ganun talaga. In most of, I've experienced a lot of that, like, in yung mga trips, there really is some, yeah, hindi mo maiwasan siya for some reason. It's because, syempre, hindi naman kayo pare-pareho. So, what happens is, magka-clash kayo at some point, pero ang maganda doon, may resolution. Diba? Yeah, so, and they had that.
Matapos yung araw.
They really fixed it. And gusto ko rin yung kay Nick na napansin niya na hindi nakakayanan ni Charlie even if mukhang marami pang mabibisitang animals, no? He was like, can we please end the day na? So, that's good. Kasi merong iba, ipo-force pa yun eh. Natapusin natin kasi birthday ko ngayon eh. Diba? Like, let's finish the day. Let's do the most out of it. Pero, minsan hindi naman na need. Yeah. So, hindi lang yung pagod physically. Maybe you're not pagod physically, pero emotionally hindi na kaya. Stop na. And it's just nice to see then yung realization ni Tao. And then, of course, Isaac being able to tell all his friends. So, jellyfish pala siya. Ang cute nun. I really like that. And I like na he's been expressing it a lot. Trying to, hindi naman siya explaining myself eh. It's more of like, I wanted you guys to know. Kasi iba naman din yung kailangan ko i-explain yung sarili ko sa inyo over and over. It's not like that. It's more of like, yun yung coming out niya. And ang gusto ko na people are very, gusto ko na sumagot agad si Nick eh. Ano naman? Naintindihan niya agad, no? Very emotionally intelligent kasi si Nick eh. So, alam niya na it's been happening, pero nag-trust siya. Siyempre, hindi naman niya yun talaga tropa. Diba? Tropa yun nung boyfriend niya. So nung sinagsabi, yeah, exactly. Ang galing doon ni Nick. So, I'm very glad na, merong progress. Yung lahat ng nangyayari sa kanila, may progress. And you can see na, papunta pa lang tayo doon sa mabigat. Alam mo yun, mabigat siya, pero it gets worse before it gets better, di ba? Yun lagi sinasabi. So, expected na namin yan. And we're very curious how it's gonna go from here since Charlie already told his parents about what's going on.
And ang title ng episode 4 is Journey.
Yes. So, yeah. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
James.
Nalala ko naman si James kanina. Tablado siya agad eh.
Huwag na. Tama na. Pasko na.
Nelly! Gusto ko tong dog na to.
You're really a god, huh?
Oh.
I'm so excited to see him. Can't believe it's been 2 months.
Oh, wow! What just happened, guys?
I don't know.
So he actually went for...
It's been around 2 months.
Have you done any journaling?
They became really like best friends now. This is great.
It helps you process your emotions. If I didn't journal every day, I'd literally have a breakdown.
Ah, yeah. She's a Taylor.
Have you even tried it?
Taylor Swift. The folklore album. Yeah.
Yes.
I love that they found friendship, strong friendship between each other.
You know that saying, things get worse before they get better?
What? You just said it!
I think I understand that now.
In fairness, seriously guys, you did not know that was gonna come out.
Back in September, Charlie had a GP appointment. I mean, who enjoys going to the doctors
That's true.
for something like this? Things started to get really bad after that.
I don't have to tell you everything.
Then he started getting really angry. He started skipping school a lot. And it was becoming unbearable for him.
Oh look, dati siya lang mag-isa dyan.
I didn't mean to. I hate feeling like this.
Hindi pa siya pwedeng pumasok sa
I read
kasi
up
may
about it
schedule.
online as well. It said you had to make them feel cared for and not judge them.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like enough, but
So cute. Is she gonna have a haircut? Oh.
not really. I get to skip school for a bit, so
Siguro naman i-excuse ka niyan, ano?
Every time you touch me, I feel a dread.
I love that whenever Nick is hugging Charlie, it's like he's inhaling him all the time, right?
My hand, hold it gently
Oh.
against you.
guess I tried to keep myself busy, distracted, or both.
Uy.
I wasn't very good at it though.
Yeah.
Do you think he's okay? Yeah, me too. At least he doesn't have to wait until January. He's probably made some friends as well.
Aww.
Where's Charlie been? He's missed like the last 4 practices.
Oh. Those are his, Hello?
He's just off sick at the moment.
sports friends. Sports friends.
Must be bad if he's been off this long. I just can't really talk about it. Oh, good man. Yeah, we're here for you.
I'm glad he got to keep this, guys.
Why do you have a sword?
Maybe we could put some self-care stuff, like face masks.
No, what about board games? Yeah, wait.
Wow!
Did you make me gay top?
Alpaca.
I don't know. I'll make a book.
Alpaca hairstyle.
Kamulat. Alpaca na siya.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Imogen keeps on sending me couples costume ideas.
So you're gonna come then?
I don't know.
Okay! Because he's a Marvel fan, right? It's so funny because yung aunt niya,
This goes to my cat.
This is gonna be fine.
I'm gonna breathe something. Was that so
in fairness kay Imogen, still, shooting her shots. Kahit na partner man lang sa pics.
I'm making a video for Charlie so he knows how much we all love him. You should say something. Nicholas Nelson, what do you have to say to your boyfriend Charlie Spring?
Hi, Charlie. I love you.
You heard it here first, folks. Nick Nelson loves Charlie Spring. That's perfect. I'm clearly Frank from Donnie Darko. What? You watched it last week.
No, you didn't.
Were you asleep again?
Bagay sa kanya yung outfit niya, though. Wow! What's happening? Oh! Ang dami nang nangyari.
Everyone with my friend. I'm allowed to experiment. This is literally my boyfriend.
I think it's getting overwhelming. I would be like, no, I would probably go home. I cannot.
Mind if I join?
Nandun na siya sa station. Pangina niyo naman, guys. Oh.
Well, next year I'm gonna make you go as Spider-Man.
Your Marvel agenda is never going to work on me.
Yeah. Wait.
I go as Mary Jane. Yeah. Do the upside down kiss.
Okay, maybe I can be persuaded.
Or you can just literally be Hulkling, you know?
Yeah, there's not really an awkward way to say that.
I guess that makes sense.
I think they go hand in hand.
I mean, I was a bit surprised by the OCD, but it's like I have all these rules in my head about food.
Yeah, that part.
If I don't follow them, I feel like I'm gonna die.
Hindi lang naman OCD yung pag malinis
That's
eh.
enough about it, or I would just cry.
You organize. Be organized.
Yeah.
Step by step.
Well, even if you do have anorexia and OCD, the word sorry is still banned.
Oh, can't I play the mental illness card now?
No, the S word rule still applies to the mentally ill. I visit him with his family a couple times a week after that. Nothing. Still not sure if Tori likes me.
She actually do, I think.
It's just that.
The background.
I've been trying to tell you, I've been dying to tell you. When you open myself, I when you open myself, and when we're up in a spaceship, that's when I feel great. Yeah, I think angels around you.
The music.
Can you kiss me, please?
The music.
Maybe it's just me hoping for the best, but honestly, I think it helped. I really do.
Oh, parang nag-rewind lahat. Like, all the ones that happened.
Do you make yourself sick?
No.
Would you say that you're thinking about food almost all of the time?
I said that was accurate, wasn't it, Charlie?
POV naman yan. No?
Yeah, ni Charlie. Yung mom niya talaga yung
Let's talk about it though.
trigger point niya.
From what I've read online, some people come out of these places even worse than when they went in. Because they just get treated like shit. I didn't get treated like shit. I had Susan.
Anything with a camera in, I'm afraid.
How do I talk to my friends?
Well, there is a landline on the board. Much nicer than DMing your friends on Snapchat or whatever it is you kids are using these days.
I get it though. Kaya pala, kasi syempre baka ma-make sure ka, video and everything. Kung meron ko siguro nung lumang phone, pwede.
What's that? Have a little chat.
Siguro, ang hirap maging like therapist or psychiatrist kasi salo ka ng salo ng
Still had to do schoolwork, which actually
yeah,
made me
right?
feel better.
Meron din sila
Knowing I
nakakausap
wasn't going to be
about.
behind everyone else when I got out of there.
I hate chemistry. Never understood it.
Same. Doesn't make sense to me. I met a few nice people. Probably not like lifelong friends. Can't.
I know you can.
I thought food was something I could control.
From my perspective, your eating disorder is connected to obsessions and compulsions. Eating the right thing at the right time and in the right circumstances.
The actual eating disorder treatment stuff was not very fun. Yeah, I want to talk to him too.
He's my favourite.
Oh.
Your friends are quite annoying. I like him.
If I let you call your boyfriend, do you solemnly swear that you'll stop telling me how amazing and wonderful he is and making me feel forever alone?
Oh.
Play the mental illness card now.
No, the S word rule still applies to the mentally ill.
I've been making a present.
You don't have to do that.
Shut up, yes I do.
Okay, what is it?
It's a surprise.
Then why'd you mention it?
Fine. I won't say anything this time.
Sorry I didn't tell you about all of this.
Well, I didn't exactly make it easy for you.
We're having your summer of love. It's not a crime.
Yeah, well, I love you too.
But I think it was a good decision.
Better. Not that how I feel matters at all, but, you know.
It does matter. Can you explain to me what happened with Imogen and Zahar? Because Nick was being way too empathetic about it and I actually don't really know what happened.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so Imogen was doing shots like all night. I mean, a whole bottle of tequila.
He needs something like that sometimes, you know?
He's got this vintage video camera and he's made this film or documentary. I'm not actually sure.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Hi, my name is Tao Su, and this is my short film about the everyday lives of my friends group. Well, my friends group minus one.
Tao, that doesn't even make any sense.
It does.
Okay. Hey Charlie, so I read the Song of Achilles like you suggested, and I know you said it was going to have a sad ending, but I wasn't prepared and I cried for about 4 hours. So thank you for that, really appreciate that. I'm kind of mad at you actually, because because I asked you if you were okay, and I guess you just lied. I mean, I sort of knew that. It's not your fault though, Charlie. I know. I just I hope that when you get back, you don't feel like you have to lie to us anymore. Because you don't. We're never going to judge you. We love you. So, hot off the press, guys. Barbie and Dracula seen making out that house party. What is going on here?
Ah!
Is this just a joke to you?
Cut the camera. It's breaking my documentary code of ethics.
Ah, she felt like she was being played and they were just taking a video of it.
Hi, Charlie. I just wanted to let you know that I'm trying out they, them pronouns. Just
And
see how I
Renari.
feel, I don't know. But I feel like you
Ayaw
get
nga
it.
niya tinatawag siya Davis.
Yeah.
Really? Lovely,
Cute naman tinawag niya sa'yo.
Isaac.
So, I posted a new painting on Instagram,
Yeah.
and now I have over 10,000 followers.
Wow. My girlfriend is a famous artist.
10,000's not that many. Go talk to Tara about her new prefect thing.
Ooh.
Let me introduce you to his newest school prefect.
How? It's not a big deal. It's the biggest deal. I don't know if you have a phone in there, Charlie, but I think he'd like to hear your voice.
Binigyan na lang ng ba? OMG!
Say hi to Charlie, sir. Hi, Charlie. There's a spare seat waiting for you for when you get back. Thanks, Tom. Bye, Charlie. Thank you, Tom. Bye, Tom. Okay.
No, this looks like a painting for you.
Aww.
If this turns out really good, then I'm keeping it. I miss you, Charlie. I love you.
Anyway, we just want to say that when you get home, we've got a lot planned. Do we? Oh, God. I mean, no. There's just a lot to look forward to. That's what I mean. Yeah, definitely. And we love you. And we missed you. Although I am still mad at you about the song of the Kiddies. What's that? It's a book thing, don't worry about it. Hi, Charlie. I love you.
I love that Tao decided to put Nick at the end.
Alam mo sila na ni Isaac ang lesson.
Being in the
Yeah.
clinic didn't magically
I was like,
cure me of
where?
mental illness.
I know it's scary. But you're ready for this, Charlie. We can carry on our sessions once a week for as long as you need.
You are going to be all right.
Thank you.
Just trust yourself. Yeah? Right, kicking you out now.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hindi ka katok pa sinabi ito ha.
Maybe I won't ever get back to normal, whatever that is. I think that's okay though. It's not going to be a straightforward journey. It's probably just the beginning.
Yeah.
Nag-journal din siya.
Yeah.
Kasi nga nakaka-help din siguro yun. Nagiging
Hey.
Yeah.
Dinner at 7?
Yeah.
It says lasagna on your meal plan for today's. Is that alright?
Yeah.
I'm glad she's making an effort.
Mom,
Yeah.
do I have time to go and say hi to Nick? I'll be back for dinner. I promise.
Okay.
Parang pure.
Oh, I love the link. Wanna talk about it.com. I love that. Wow. This one, huh?
Ang bilis. POV lang ni Nick.
Yeah, parang what? But I love that we finally get to this point wherein he got better. Obviously, hindi naman siya like after nun, 100% ka na agad. Oh, hindi.
Pag-alis ko doon.
Naka-breach ka pa rin ng
Meron
di
ka
ba?
pa rin step.
Yeah.
May
Careful
practice
pa rin. Sometimes it would take years. Sometimes it's just gonna be like that na.
Hindi mo naman siya pwedeng biglain kasi.
Yeah, exactly. So, at least may nagawa, di ba? And then I love na sinabi nung psychiatrist na kung hanggat gusto mo na magkaroon ng sessions for every week, then I would be here. So, ang ganda din nung nag-journal sila. Journaling actually helps because I used to journal a lot. Kasi pag hindi mo masabi, kailangan mo pa rin ilabas. Kasi if you don't, it will drive you crazy. Honestly. If you just keep everything inside. So, dapat talaga nagsusulat ka. Kahit na, alam mo yun, like, i-save mo sa phone mo, sa notes. Although yung, yung writing, feeling ko mas, siya. Yeah, mas nakakatulong siya. Yung pag-type kasi parang regular thing that you do. Yeah, diba? ang galing din ng ginawa nila dun sa phone. I was thinking, bakit kaya tinanggalan sila ng phone? Paano kung they have a situation? So apparently, para pala yun kasi may video, may pictures to keep everybody safe. Nandun ka na nga para sa triggers mo and everything, tapos dadagdag pa yung gano'n, So, kaya pala. So, siguro kung mga lumang phone, probably would be, yung gano'n.
Walang camera.
Yeah, so, yung ganyan. Yeah, actually, that was what was on my mind doing this. It's nice to see yung journey na it really does get hard first before it gets better. Kasi unos muna yan the rain would fall talaga ng grabe. And when it falls talaga naman, like insanity. So, kasi no way but up na yan diba? So, usually kasi kapag ka nandito ka pa lang, alam mo, merong pang meron ka pang ibabagsak Oo, pero kapag nandun ka na sa sobra-sobra na, alam mo na, okay. Yeah. Alam mo na angat na to next. So,
sa susunod.
Yeah. So,
Parang na yung pang may bagyo dito.
True.
Binuhos nung bagyo. Tomorrow, mas maliwanag na to.
For sure.
May rainbow na tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So, that just happens. It's just a good thing na they were very supportive of him. I'm glad to see at the very end, si mama niya medyo, parang trying. And mas maaliwalas na yung itsura ng mama niya when it comes to talking to him. And even yung mga conversations nila yung pinakita. Honestly, nung nagsimula yung video ni Tao, medyo nagulat ako doon sa sinabi ni Isaac, you were lying. Ako parang, wait lang. Parang, this isn't going... Pero I get it. He's just like that. Direct to the point si Isaac. And then, yung sinabi nga niya na, sana, you don't lie anymore. And then, nag-gets ko yung kay Sahar. Akala niya siguro parang pinaglalaroan siya. O nga naman. Pero, kasi lahat ata sila noon intoxicated na. You know? And, yun pala, natuwa pala ako yung Tao, yung niyakap niya sinik. And to say, like, when we started with Heartstopper, right? He was like, no. Diba? Na ako dun na parang he was very supportive. He was very comforting. You know, si Tao, pagka hindi naman siya bulag, he is actually a very, very good friend. So, gusto ko yun na-observe niya, na wala sinik dun sa party, umakyat siya. Kasi alam mo naman yun siya, very Diba? With everybody Pero napansin niya sinik na nawala and sinundan niya. And he was just there, walang words, walang anything. Umupo lang sa tabi and then just hugged him.
Kasi hindi na mapigil.
Na-overwhelmed din naman kasi siya. Napaka-overwhelming nung party.
Parang ilang beses ilang beer na ata siya nakakabukas.
Kaya nga, tapos yung taga-alaga ka ng merong nang kaibigan mo, may naging issue, ang daming nangyayari, tapos ikaw parang, shucks,
ayun. Mo na nga yung dalawa niya.
Exactly.
So, sobrang dami nangyari ng gabi mo.
Kaya nga, sobrang, nag-gets ko naman siya, pero most of all, I think, kasi wala din si Charlie. Ang dami niya nang nararamdaman.
Sanay siya doon si Charlie sa mga.
Yeah, exactly. So, ang ganda lang na nakita na si Tao is there for him. So, and then alam mo, nakikita ko na merong issue si Tara.
Oo, meron.
Na hindi pa nilalabas. Because I'm really weirded out by her reaction about her grades. Was it not perfect? Is that the issue? Or ano ba? Almost 9 yun eh. So ako parang, what's happening? So I'm very, very curious about that. Maybe we're gonna touch on it. Glad na si Darcy is like, nag-ano siya dun sa, sa sexuality niya and everything. Kung asan siya comfortable, because that would be very, very helpful. Kasi kanina napaisip ako na sinabi niya, ayun na tawag na lady eh. So I was thinking, gusto niya ba mag-transition? Ano bang, what's happening here?
Gusto niya na kasi tawagin siya talaga. Na talaga siya yung boy.
Yeah, pero nag-daydem siya eh. So maybe hindi siya a boy either or so could be that. And yeah, so we're seeing progress. Gusto ko yung nag-rewind tapos si Charlie na yung POV.
Ganda nung na to.
Hindi nakita mo kung anong nangyari. Very, very good. good one. Actually, di ba sa ibang seasons, episode 4 is actually,
Yung maganda.
yeah, usually. So, well done. Good job dun sa din, pinakita yung inside nung center, you know. Makita mo yung kung ano nangyayari doon. Obviously, hindi naman 100% siguro yun yung situation. Pero, na maybe may pagkakapareho dun sa totoong nangyayari dun sa kanila. Iba-iba rin talaga yung situation nila. No? Kasi si Charlie lang yung nakita ko dun na problematic dun sa pagkain. Everybody siguro iba naman yung issues nila.
Iba mental.
Yeah.
Oo. Or may OCD.
Yeah, probably.
Iba naman.
Ang understanding din, talaga yung approach talaga nung psychiatrist na parang, okay, dahan-dahanin natin to, let's unpack this, is this what you feel? And gets ko si Charlie. Yeah.
Tapi isa-isahin kasi nila yan eh.
Hindi mo na kasi pwedeng madaliin. Gusto ko rin yung yung kay Charlie na sinabi niya na ang hirap nung parts ng getting well dun sa mental. Kasi kailangan mo magsalita dun eh. Kailangan mong ilabas yun eh. Hindi katulad ng pag may sakit ka. Hindi, inuman lang ng gamot yun eh. Yun, hindi eh.
Kahit hindi ka magsalita, bigyan ka lang ng test. Alam na kung ano yun eh.
Yeah. Yun hindi eh.
Kung anong kailangan solve ng sakit na yun eh.
So,
hindi ka magsalita.
dun sa kanila, hindi eh. Pagka mental health, iba talaga. Iba talaga yung situation niya.
Tsaka matagal ang process ng mental health kasi hindi ka agad.
Hindi yun agad. Pwede ka pa nga mag-relapse.
Oo.
Pwede yun anytime eh. Pagka na-trigger ka na naman ulit.
Ang healing ng mental health kasi aantayin ka din ng psychiatrist mo na mag-open eh.
Yeah.
Kung hindi ka ready, hindi ka nila pipilitin eh.
Yeah.
Kailangan ikaw ang magpupusang magsasabi sa kanila.
Yeah.
So, matagal ang process.
Kasi baka sila naman yung maging trigger point mo, hindi na sila safe. So wala nang point.
Hindi sila maging safe.
Yeah. Exactly. So well done doon, and ganda rin yung gets ko yung sa phone, parang sila kami kasi naka-experience naman tayo ng landline, no? So parang lang yun, it's a regular thing to happen. Pero siguro sa kanila parang, wait, what do you mean? Hiningi niya pa yung number ni Tao eh. Okay. So hindi mo kakabisaduhin kasi pag nalagay mo na sa phone mo, wala ka ng
Dati kailangan mong kabisaduhin yung number niya.
Yeah, exactly.
Yan, para lang makatawagan.
Exactly. So, yeah, very, very great chapter. Very, very chapter. Next episode. Libro. Technically, yes. Pero, that was very well done with everything. Like, yung explanation nung lahat ng nangyari within them. Ganda rin ng video talaga na yung inaisip ni Tao na parang nandito ka lang, kahit yung issue na pinakatay niya kay Charlie. Parang, okay, lahat ng nangyari, no? Hindi lang the good parts, even the ugly ones. And pati yung chismis na sa mga professor. Lahat eh. So like, inano niya talaga, this is the everyday life. Wala tayong i-hide. So, I think he likes that as well. Diba? So, yeah, we're very excited to know what's gonna happen next for episode 5 since we're already here. I think it's gonna go up slowly na. Kung meron mang mga relapses, hindi na as brutal as this one. Hopefully. Natakot no? Hopefully. But yeah, so you're gonna see that on our channel next week, guys. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe, and of course turn on your notifications so that you would know when our next video is gonna come out. For now, guys, we wish you a very, very good night, and always remember, love wins. Bye.